Have you ever finished a workout feeling more pain than power? You're not alone. After 60, staying active isn't always enough. You walk, stretch, maybe even lift a few weights, but your legs still feel unsteady. Your knees ache a little more each day. Climbing stairs feels harder. Something's off. The truth is, not all exercises are meant for aging bodies. Some popular moves that work for younger people may actually wear down your joints, speed up muscle loss, and silently make you weaker. Yet, no one talks about this. Until now. In today's video, you'll uncover 4 exercises that might be doing more harm than good to your legs after 60, and the truth behind why they're no longer safe. But more importantly, I'll guide you through safer, smarter alternatives that still help you build real strength, without pain, without fear, and without putting your joints at risk. Exercise 1. Deep squats. They've long been called the king of leg exercises. But after 60, deep squats can quietly become the enemy of your knees. In our younger years, the body can handle the deep bend and full weight placed on the knees and hips. However, as cartilage thins and joint fluid reduces with age, the pressure from deep squats can become too much, especially around the patella or kneecap, which is one of the first areas to show signs of wear. Imagine this. You stand with your feet shoulder-width apart, arms extended for balance. You begin lowering your body into a squat. Midway through, your knees begin to wobble, and you feel tension building at the front of your knees. Your heels may lift slightly, and as you push to rise back up, you notice something concerning. Your thigh muscles aren't helping much. Instead, your knees are doing all the work, absorbing the full weight of your body. That's not just inefficient, it's dangerous. The risk with deep squats isn't just immediate pain. It's the slow grind of cartilage, the strain on ligaments, and the increased pressure on joints that are already more vulnerable with age. And unfortunately, many seniors aren't warned about this until they've already experienced an injury, a fall, or ongoing discomfort that limits mobility. But here's the good news. You don't need to eliminate squats entirely. What you need is a smarter joint-friendly variation, the chair squat. To begin a chair squat, stand in front of a sturdy chair without wheels. Your feet should be about hip-width apart, and your arms can be extended forward for balance. Slowly lower yourself until your backside lightly touches the seat, but don't sit down. Just tap and then rise back up by pressing through your heels. This controlled movement builds strength in your quads, glutes, and hamstrings while minimizing the stress on your knees. Still feel uncertain? That's okay. You can start by using a higher surface, like the edge of a bed or a countertop. Over time, as your strength and control improve, you can work your way down to lower surfaces. It's not about depth, it's about control and consistency. If balance is a concern, position yourself near a wall or keep a walker nearby for added stability. The beauty of the chair squat is that it mirrors real-life movement, standing up from a chair, using the toilet, getting out of a car. These are the motions that define our independence as we age. By practicing this safer alternative, you're not only protecting your joints, but also building the functional strength you need to live life on your terms. Some common questions seniors ask. Will chair squats actually help my legs feel stronger? The answer is yes, especially if done with proper form and consistency. What if I can't even squat to touch the chair, then start even smaller? Try seated knee extensions. Lift and extend one leg at a time while seated, or perform assisted sit-to-stands using your arms to help push up from the chair. Progress over perfection is the mindset here. You don't need to impress anyone with how low you can go. What matters most is that you're doing something that respects your current abilities while helping you safely build toward more. Chair squats are not a downgrade. They're a smarter upgrade for your knees and your future mobility. So let go of the belief that only deep squats bring results. Embrace the method that brings strength, safety, and confidence. Exercise 2. Leg press machine. At first glance, the leg press machine looks like a safe choice, especially for seniors. You're seated, your back is supported. There's no fear of falling or losing your balance. Just place your feet on the platform, press the weight upward, bring it down, and repeat. Simple? Right? In fact, many older adults gravitate toward the leg press for exactly that reason. It feels secure. It looks controlled. But here's the hidden truth. The leg press machine might be silently doing more harm than good. Let's take a closer look. When you're using the leg press, you're usually reclining at a slight angle, with your feet placed high up on the platform. You press heavy weight away from your body, often with minimal guidance or supervision. And while you may feel stable, your joints are under an intense and unnatural load. Each time you press the plate forward, an immense amount of force is driven straight through your knees, hips, and lower back. This level of pressure is often far greater than what your body experiences during natural movements, like standing up, walking, or even squatting. The problem is compounded by the fact that you're sitting back. Your core and stabilizing muscles aren't involved. Your joints take on all the stress alone without the support of surrounding muscle groups. And here's what makes it even more deceptive. It doesn't hurt at first. That's what makes the damage so sneaky. You might not feel pain right away, but over time you begin to notice things. Tightness in your hips after a workout, stiffness in your knees, or a strange tweak in your lower back while doing something unrelated, like bending to pick up a dropped item. It's not age catching up with you. It's accumulated strain from repetitive, unnatural pressure. Another danger: overconfidence. Because the machine feels safe, many users, especially seniors, tend to load on more weight than their joints can truly handle. After all, you're not balancing a barbell, right? But the truth is, your knees can't tell the difference between weight from a squat rack or weight from a leg press. All your joints feel is pressure. And when your cartilage is already thinning, or if you have any disc compression in the lower spine, this kind of stress can accelerate wear and tear significantly. So, does this mean strength training is out of the question? Not at all. It simply means we need to be wiser in our approach. It's about choosing movements that work with your body's natural mechanics, not against them. A better alternative: step-ups with support. This is one of the safest and most effective ways to build real leg strength using functional movement. To get started, find a sturdy low step, ideally no more than 6 to 8 inches high. Stand beside a countertop or stable railing that you can hold for balance. Slowly step up with one foot, bring your other foot to meet it, then step back down with control. No rushing, no bouncing. Just smooth, deliberate movement. Step-ups mimic real-life actions like climbing stairs or stepping onto a curb. They engage multiple muscle groups, including your quads, glutes, hamstrings, and core, without isolating your knees or loading your lower back. That's what makes them safer and smarter. If the idea of step-ups feels intimidating, don't worry. You can start with smaller movements, like seated leg extensions, using resistance bands. These allow you to strengthen your legs in a supported position while training your knees and muscles to work through a safe range of motion. Another fantastic complement: standing heel raises. Hold on to the back of a chair. Slowly lift your heels off the ground, rising onto your toes. Then slowly lower them back down. This targets your calves and ankles, essential muscles for leg power and balance. Some questions you might be wondering: will this be enough to replace heavy lifting? The answer is yes, especially if you prioritize form and gradually increase repetitions or resistance. What if I feel like I'm not pushing myself hard enough? Remember, safety and progress go hand in hand. You don't need brute force. You need movements that your body can sustain for years to come. One crucial warning: even with safer alternatives, always listen to your joints. If something doesn't feel right, stop. Pain is not progress. Pain is a signal. The goal isn't to challenge your body to its limit. The goal is to empower it within its limit and slowly expand what it can do without injury. The leg press may have a place in some younger athletes' routines, but after 60, your priority shifts from performance to protection, from bulk to balance, from lifting heavy to living well. Let that guide every movement you choose. You deserve strength, but more importantly, you deserve strength that lasts. Exercise 3. High-impact cardio jumping. Jacks, box jumps, and similar moves. They seem so harmless, don't they? A few jumping jacks to warm up, a quick bounce to get your heart pumping, maybe even a box jump or two like the energetic instructor shows in that popular online workout. But after 60, your body plays by a different set of rules. And high-impact cardio. It may be one of the riskiest types of movement for aging legs. Let's be clear, cardio is important at any age. It boosts circulation, improves heart health, enhances stamina, and supports brain function. But how you do cardio matters. And for seniors, especially those over 60, high-impact cardio routines often cause more harm than good. Why? It comes down to physics and physiology. When you jump, even just a little bit, your body experiences a sharp spike in impact force. That force travels from your feet, up through your ankles, knees, hips, and into your lower back. When you were younger, your joints were more cushioned, your tendons had more elasticity, your muscles recovered faster. That impact was manageable, but as we age, that natural shock absorption begins to fade. Cartilage thins, ligaments lose some of their elasticity, bone density can decrease, and suddenly those little hops and jumps don't feel so little anymore. They feel jarring, they feel risky, and often they cause wear and tear before you even realize it. Let's paint the picture. You're standing in your living room, ready to follow along with a video. The instructor says, "Let's warm up with 30 jumping jacks." You begin, arms and legs flying. But by the 10th jump, your knees feel the strain. There's a small twinge in your heel, and after the workout, your hips ache when you sit down. You might brush it off. It's just soreness, you think. But that's exactly how joint damage builds, quietly, gradually, and sometimes permanently. One misstep on a hardwood floor, one twist during a jump, one landing that goes slightly wrong, and suddenly you're dealing with inflammation, tendon injury, or worse, a fall that could cost you weeks or months of mobility. The real danger of high-impact cardio isn't just the immediate injury. It's the accumulated damage over time, the kind that quietly chips away at your leg strength, balance, and confidence. And yet, so many workout programs marketed to seniors still include these movements under the guise of keeping you young. But here's the empowering truth. You don't need to jump to get a great cardio workout. You just need to move with rhythm and intention in ways your body can sustain. Let's talk alternatives. Smarter, safer movements that still get your heart rate up without sending shockwaves through your joints. First, marching in place. It might sound simple, but done with purpose, it's incredibly effective. Stand tall, lift one knee at a time, swing your arms gently, and breathe with rhythm. In just a few minutes, you'll feel your heart beating faster and your body warming up without a single impact on your knees or hips. Second, try side steps. You can place a resistance band just above your knees to activate your outer thighs and glutes, or skip the band if you're just starting. Step side to side in a steady, controlled pace. Keep your knees soft, your steps light, and your movement fluid. This lateral motion is excellent for improving balance and joint stability. Another favorite, seated cardio. Sit at the edge of a sturdy chair and try fast-paced toe taps, gentle leg lifts, or even quick arm punches. Want to make it fun? Play your favorite song and move with the beat. Sway side to side, tap your heels, move your arms, keep the joy, ditch the risk. And of course, don't underestimate the power of dance. Low-impact dance is a wonderful way to get your body moving, lift your spirits, and improve your cardiovascular health. Whether it's slow swaying or stepping to a rhythm, dancing reminds us that exercise doesn't have to feel like punishment. It can feel like celebration. You may ask, but isn't sweating the goal? The answer is no. The goal is consistency, not exhaustion. The goal is movement. You can repeat every day, not just once a week after recovering from soreness. Common concerns include, will I lose cardio strength if I stop jumping? Not at all. In fact, you may gain endurance because your body isn't wasting time and energy recovering from unnecessary strain. Is this really enough to get my heart rate up? Absolutely. As long as you're moving with intention and proper form, your heart and lungs will respond. Here's a helpful tip. Focus on continuous movement rather than intensity. 10 minutes of marching, stepping, or chair cardio done daily is far more powerful than one high-impact session that leaves you sore or injured. A quick word of caution, even with low-impact cardio, make sure your shoes offer proper cushioning and support. Your feet are the foundation of every movement. Treat them well. Also, always warm up before beginning and cool down afterward. Think of your body as a trusted companion. It deserves gentle care before and after every effort. Most importantly, remember this: moving joyfully and safely is a victory. You don't have to prove anything to anyone, not to your younger self, not to your gym buddies, not to the mirror. Your strength is not in how high you can jump. It's in how consistently you show up for your health. So next time you're tempted to follow that upbeat instructor shouting, "Just one more jump," ask yourself, will my knees thank me tomorrow if the answer is no, or even maybe? I say, but give yourself permission to choose smarter. Your body will thank you. Exercise 4. Forward lunges. Forward lunges often appear in fitness routines as a go-to move for leg strength and balance. Trainers love them. Magazines promote them. Younger folks perform them gracefully, stepping forward and lowering into a lunge like it's second nature. But after the age of 60, what seems like a simple exercise becomes a high-stakes balancing act with real consequences. Let's look at what actually happens during a standard forward lunge. You step forward, shift your weight lower, your back knee, and try to keep your upper body aligned. But in doing so, you're asking your legs, hips, ankles, and core to work in perfect harmony. You're also placing yourself on two narrow tracks with a shifting center of gravity. This demands a level of strength, flexibility, coordination, and proprioception that often declines naturally with age. Here's where the risk lies. As you lunge forward, your front knee may push beyond your toes. Your back leg may drop too quickly. Your heel might lift. You could wobble, lose balance, or strain the very muscles you're trying to strengthen. Even a slight misalignment can create excessive pressure on the knees and hips, or worse, lead to a fall. Let's picture it. You take a confident step forward, but mid-lunge your front foot slides slightly. Your knee twists, your thigh tugs. You catch yourself before hitting the ground, but your body doesn't forget. That strain lingers, and in some cases, one bad step can result in weeks of inflammation, pain, or reduced mobility. It's not that lunges are bad, they're just not the right starting point for most seniors, especially when done without support, guidance, or modification. But here's the encouraging news: you don't have to give up on lunges entirely. Instead, you can choose a smarter, safer variation that still delivers all the benefits: leg strength, hip flexibility, improved posture, without the dangers. Meet the supported reverse lunge. Unlike the forward version, which pulls your weight away from your base of support, the reverse lunge keeps your center of gravity closer to your core. This makes balance easier and reduces the strain on your front knee. Here's how to do it. Stand near a wall countertop or sturdy chair. Lightly place one or both hands on the surface for balance. Step backward with one leg, keeping your torso upright and your front knee aligned over your ankle. Lower yourself gently only as far as feels comfortable. Then push through your front heel to return to standing. Switch sides. If that still feels unstable, try static split stance. Bends. Keep both feet planted, one in front of the other, and slowly bend and rise without stepping. This gives you the feel of a lunge with greater control. Still not quite there. No problem. You can build foundational strength with seated leg curls, using resistance bands, or simple step backs while holding a chair. What matters most is activating the same muscle groups, quads, glutes, hamstrings, without compromising safety. You might be wondering, will reverse lunges really help if they're this gentle? Absolutely. When done with consistency, even these modified versions engage your core, activate stabilizers, and challenge your lower body in meaningful ways. What if I feel off balance, even with a chair? That's okay too. Just shorten your step and stay within your comfort zone. Stability comes with repetition. And here's the most important mindset shift: respect where your body is today. Aging isn't a weakness, it's wisdom. The goal isn't to perform like you did at 25. The goal is to move smartly at 65 and beyond, to stay mobile, independent, and confident in your steps. A word of caution: never rush through lunges. Whether it's a static bend or a supported reverse step, take your time. Focus on control, not speed. Avoid pushing past discomfort and never lunge on uneven or slippery surfaces. If you've experienced falls, dizziness, or joint instability in the past, consult your physical therapist or healthcare provider before trying any form of lunge. Your safety comes first. Let go of the myth that fitness means pain or struggle. Let go of the pressure to do what others are doing. Instead, embrace a fitness journey built around progress, protection, and purpose, because one wrong lunge can set you back. But one smart movement, done consistently, respectfully, and safely, can move you forward in ways that matter more than any gym achievement. You're not here to prove something to the world. You're here to preserve the strength that helps you enjoy life, walking in the park, carrying your groceries, dancing at your granddaughter's wedding. That's real power. And it doesn't start with forward lunges. It starts with one gentle, steady, supported step backward. Let's begin with one important truth. Real progress starts with gentle, consistent steps. You don't need to push yourself to exhaustion or perform movements that feel unsafe. Instead, focus on exercises that align with your body's current ability. Start small, with supported squats, simple step-ups, or even seated movements. If you feel unstable, use a chair or wall for support. If you're unsure, shorten the range of motion. What matters most isn't how much you do. It's that you keep showing up. Let go of the idea that more pain equals more progress. Movement should feel supportive, not punishing. Take breaks when needed, celebrate small wins, and remember every controlled repetition, every careful step is a building block of your long-term strength. You're not chasing youth. You're honoring your body today and protecting your independence for tomorrow. That's the real victory. If this message resonated with you, if you felt seen, understood, or simply more hopeful, don't keep it to yourself. Share your thoughts in the comments. Tell us what helped and subscribe for more practical, gentle wellness tips designed for your body, your pace, and your goals. Let's walk this path to lifelong strength together.